today's podcast, we are going to do a mock draft. And for the sake of today's mock draft, I think it's important that the Vikings obtain a second-round pick because after the Yannick Ngakoue trade, as it stands right now, the Vikings, they don't have a second-round pick at all. And we're going to use the draftnetwork.com's mock draft machine, and we're going to do a 5-round mock draft. Because no disrespect out there, but after the 5th round, it's pretty much a crapshoot, and I get it. You can really say that about the entirety of the draft if you want to. That's fair, but that's really the case after the 5th round. And more often than not, we're talking about guys that probably aren't going to make the team. So we're going to do a 5-round mock draft, and we want a second-round pick. And I don't want just any second-round pick. I want to try to shoot for the moon and get an early second-round pick. And the team that intrigues me the most are the New York Jets because after pick 2, they have 23. If you want a second-round pick, you're going to have to trade back from 14 in the first round if you're the Minnesota Vikings. But after pick 2, the Jets, they have 23 and 34. 34 is the second pick in the second round. So let's make an offer to the New York Jets. We're going to offer them pick 14 in the early 78 or early third round, 78 for 23 and 34. Ring, ring, you there? Hey, you want this offer? Oh, they accepted it. Bam! We're going to go ahead and do that. And so let's see what we have at 23. And, okay, we have an offer here from you know what? For the sake of time, we are going to go ahead and just reject these offers that come in because if we really sit here and entertain it, I mean, we'll sit here for the legit length of the actual first round of the NFL draft. But at pick 23, okay, we got another offer from the Colts. Reject that. Offer from the Ravens. Get that out of there. All right, pick 23 is actually here. Okay, we have an interesting situation. I see an opportunity here that presents itself. And I know I was talking about, I was gung-ho, the Vikings, they should go edge in the first round. That's best case scenario, assuming that the Vikings weren't able to obtain a second-round pick. And they have Greg Rousseau. He is available. But I am going to go ahead and select Elijah Vera Tucker to address one of the 2 weak spots at our guard position out of USC. And I promise I'm going to address both the offensive line, which I just did, and the defensive line, hopefully with this next pick. Depends who we have. And trade offer from the Cardinals. Get that out of there. Trash. Oh, okay. All right. So, I'm not going to go edge here, but I am going to go Christian Barmore. Christian Barmore is all man. Christian Barmore, he eats his chunky soup. This man is a lot to handle for 4 quarters, and you pair him with the right nose tackle, you can 100% control the middle of the line of scrimmage, and he can 100% get after the quarterback. So I'm going to go Christian Barmore. Excuse me. And you know what? I'm not even done here. We need to get aggressive. We have 3 4th-round picks and 2 5th-round picks. I want to move up in the 3rd round, and I'm looking at the Jacksonville Jaguars because the Jaguars, they have pick 65. So I want to offer them pick 90, 135, and 159 for pick 65 to basically jump up 25 spots. Hey, you want this deal? Ring, ring. Hey, what do you think? Hey, we'll go ahead and take that. Thanks, GM Realistic Randy. All right, so we're going to go to pick 65 here, and let's see what we have. Offer from the Steelers. Let's get rid of that. Offer from the Browns. Let's get rid of that. And another offer from the Browns. Okay, we're done here. All right, so at pick 65, this is very, very clear. We need to address the safety spot. And I'm looking at Javon Holland, safety out of Oregon. This man, he's got speed for days. He can cover, especially on the deep ball. He knows how to undercut his man and make a play on the ball. At times at Oregon, he played at nickel, so maybe that's some versatility that he can use at the next level. This man is nice. Javon Holland, safety out of Oregon. In fact, we're not done here. I want to make another trade. I want to get back into the 3rd round, baby. Excuse me. And I'm looking at the Kansas City Chiefs. So we're going to go ahead and make them an offer. I want pick 94, and we're going to offer pick 119, 172, and let's see if they accept that. Looks like they do. The green bar says it will. All right, there we go. Trade accepted. So let's see what we have now at pick 94. Suddenly, we have a very, very nice amount of picks after all these trades we made. Dallas Cowboys offer, get that out of there. All right. Now, I know there's talk about wide receiver 3. The Vikings, they need to get a wide receiver 3, but in my heart of hearts, we already have him. His name is Irv Smith Jr., even though he's a tight end. Give him the targets. He's going to prove that he's just as valuable as any wide receiver 3 in the league. But if you do want to add a wide receiver, especially now, I would go with Elijah Moore out of Ole Miss. I think he's very talented, so I'm going to go ahead and add Elijah Moore. And then our next pick, we're not going to do any more trades at this point. I mean, we have a really, really nice draft class based on this, in my humble opinion. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you agree with me, if you think I suck ass as a GM, I think I did okay. All right, pick 125 coming up. And we are going to select, let's see who's available. I think we have to go edge here because we haven't addressed it up to this point. And with the options available, I'm going to go with Cameron Sample. He's a very underrated player out of Tulane. And our defensive line is completely washed. If nothing else, for depth, we need to do it. And now our next pick is 143. That actually, after the trades, that might be the last one in a 5-round mock draft. We'll see after this next pick. See what we have here. Available. You know what? After taking an edge with the last pick, Cameron Sample, I'm going to double up and take Dalen Hayes out of Notre Dame. So you have 2 edge rushers. You have Elijah Vera Tucker on the offensive line, a day 1 starter. You have a day 1 starter on the defensive line in Christian Barmore. You address the safety spot with Javon Holland, and you have a wide receiver in Elijah Moore. So that is my 5-round mock draft, at least Volume 1 edition. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. That was pretty fun, man. We do this 3 times a week, Mediocre at Best Sports Podcast with Realistic Randy. Check me out on Twitter at realistic_Randy, Facebook at Realistic Randy. Next podcast is tomorrow. We'll see you then.